Our journey begins where life sprouts anew. The Coral Highlands, an ecological marvel to behold in the New World. The coral-like plant life found here, mimic that of those found in deep ocean reefs. Even the air current here operates similar to the ebb and flow of an ocean. Peace here in the highlands is emanated by the endemic life that inhabit it. One of the major spectacles of the Coral Highlands is the mythical Kirin. Observed when all conditions are right and lightning storms crackling the skies. Unlike in the Old World, Kirin here have taken a different approach to survival. Operating in small herds distinct from its mainland counterparts. Even the youngs are kept under the watchful eyes of the parents. However, a story of a Kirin is never complete without Rajang. A rivalry that runs deeper than the veins rooted to the Everstream. Such stories of fierce conflicts and death have been told in the Old World. In this documentary we will be exploring this very relationship and how it has changed in the New World. As well as what the effects of recent ecological fluctuations means for these two. Rajang sightings, although rare, have been jotted throughout the New World. It is a nomadic fanged beast covered in thick black fur, with unusually bulky forearms and its signature horns. This one spotted in the ancient forest is already well adapted to the tricky network of tunnels and pathways of the vast jungle. The abundance of food here makes this locale a popular feeding ground for them. Along with little to no competition around. Just like in the Old World, these tend to live a lone wolf lifestyle, preferring to keep to themselves and move between regions. Rajang are extremely athletic for their size, making short work of almost any obstacles. Always on the move, a Rajang's body uses a lot of energy to keep it functioning. Once it's hungry it begins to drool profusely. With the copious amount of food here, its next meal is only a short walk away. Here in the forest, its favorite delicacy is the fanged apnea. Both rich in nutrient and fat. A strong scent captivates the Rajang's tingling sense of smell. With a burst of speed it executes its prey. The unfortunate Aptonat has little to no chance against the towering strength of a starving Rajang. A nearby Rathian is not happy with the sight, so it signifies its presence, but it knows to avoid any altercation as it flees the scene. The commotion caused by the scene leaves the Rajang feeling a bit agitated, as it slams the ground with its powerful fists. Its last meal has left blood smears across the face, so it finds a small stream of water to wash it, before moving on. Although many see the Rajang as a fearsome beast of nature, it has been observed on occasions sitting tranquilly and staring into the sunset. A behavior we don't fully understand. It is almost as if it's admiring it. Hypothesis suggests it helps the fanged beast calm itself and helps it control its rage. Whilst others say it's planning its next move. Studies from the Old World were built on a strong foundation, but was suddenly toppled by a certain ecological phenomenon, drastically altering our understanding of this well-documented connection. The sudden appearance of an unknown elder dragon released a surplus of high-density bioenergy, leading to irreversible biological irregularities. Out of the woodworks, powerful versions of existing monsters begin to crop out. Its impact can be even felt in the source of the life force itself, the Everstream, and its neighboring ecosystem, the Coral Highlands. Here we can see what the guild identifies as the arch-tempered version of the Kirin next the regular version. Larger in size and metallic in scale, it harbors extreme aggression and able to produce lightning that turns bone to dust. Its arrival into the scene quickly made it to the alpha of the herd, a protector and overseer of its dominion. Under its steed, the herd can be free of watchful eyes that seek to disrupt their way of living. The seemingly tranquil tundra is the scene where this story really unfolds. A lone Kirin has been spotted in the hoarfrost reach, grazing peacefully on the scarce vegetation. Not too far away, a Rajang has also been sighted, as it trudges through the thick snow, unfazed by the brutally cold temperature. This Rajang seems oddly sluggish, hinting a need to recharge its powers. A faint trace of static shock lingers in the air, catching the attention of the ever-curious beast. What happened next took us all by surprise, as we witness firsthand the hunting tactic a Rajang deploys to hunt its favorite prey, the elusive Kirin. The Anteka is a perfect bait. It will swiftly kill the helpless mammal and use the commotion to lure the unsuspecting elder dragon. The call of a dying Anteka closely mimic a distress signal that Kirin are known to respond to. Just as planned, the Kirin picks up on the noise and is immediately intrigued. Using its extremely powerful sense of smell, it begins to pinpoint the source. Meanwhile, the Rajang hides under the shade, camouflaged in darkness using its black fur. Having located the corpse of the dead Anteka, the elder dragon investigates it with diligence. It didn't take long for it to figure out something was amiss. With perfect precision, Rajang jolts towards the Kirin, which reacts with lightning-fast reflexes, intercepting the beast. A brutal turf war ensues, as the Rajang attempts to shatter the Kirin's horn. Hornless and defeated, the Kirin makes a limping getaway. Back in the highlands, it will head to the highest level to sleep and recover from this deadly encounter. Although the horn may not recover, it is still possible for the Kirin to survive with plenty of rest. However, a Rajang never lets its prey get away. This one has tracked down the wounded Kirin all the way to the Coral Highlands. Generally, they tend to avoid this locale, due to the high quantity of Kirin sighting here. But this time it has made an exception as it quietly stalks the injured elder. A second encounter ensues. This time Rajang has come to finish the job. It makes short work of the already wounded Kirin and makes a quick escape. Bonds between Kirins are very strong, and the loss of a single member resonates throughout the herd, all the way to the alpha. In the distance, this arch-tempered Kirin is quick to respond, as it rushes to the scene. All that remains is a lifeless corpse. The highly intelligent elder dragon is quick to identify the culprit by observing the hornless Kirin. It gives a mighty bellow before heading off to face its destiny. The origin of all these irregularities began here. In the Elder's recess, arch-tempered Kirin, a byproduct of this phenomena, feels a growing urge to return to its place of calling. Danger lurks in every corner of the recess. One of its more prominent residents is the basil bees. This one is out looking for its next meal and anything is on the menu. It isn't hesitant to attack the Kirin, sending a bombardment of explosive scale towards the Elder. In no mood to play, the Kirin immediately immobilizes the basil bees, which realizes that it is no match, as it flees the scene. A familiar foe has entered the recess. In what seemed like an unexpected turn of event, was however, a coordinated diversion created by the Alpha Kirin, luring the predator away from its habitat, the highlands. Waiting in the deepest layer of the recess, the Kirin braces itself for a final stand against its pursuer. Once again, the skirmish proves to be devastating for both the combatants. As one loses its horn and the other escapes with severe injuries. Years fly by, as many ecological changes continue to shape the new world. Sighting of both Kirin and Rajang became nothing more than gossip. Out of the blues, a member of the research commission spotted what appeared to be an enraged Rajang, sporting a thick golden fur. However, something seemed odd. Its usual aura of rage was absent, as it strolled peacefully across the snowy path. From closer inspection, it has been deduced to be the same Rajang from the day of the fated encounter with the Alpha Kirin. Although it's not fully understood, the Commission believes that the consumption of such copious amount of bioenergy found in the Kirin's horn could have altered its genetics over time, resulting in an internally charged Rajang, but with a calm nature. For now, it has been identified as a variant, known as Furious Rajang. In a bid to stay ahead of competition, the biological warfare has led to the emergence of a number of dangerous individuals. One such example is the ferocious savage Deviljaw.